Hey guys, this is Sarah, and today is Wednesday, March 25th, which means it's time for another Top 5 Wednesday. Today's Top 5 Wednesday topic is one of my favorite topics to date, and it's worst series enders. This was probably one of the easiest Top 5 Wednesdays ever to pick books for, because series enders to me are so important in books, and there have been quite a few that have been severely lacking in what I want them to be and disappointing, so this was easy peasy. Some of these I've read recently, others I've read a while ago, so without further ado, let's get started. In spot number 5 is Breaking Dawn by Stephanie Meyer, and I'm going to show you my copy, but you will ignore the destruction until I explain why it looks like this. I found this book in the front steps of my middle school when I was in 8th grade, and it was like the cover was almost off and obviously no jacket, and it looked really torn up, but I didn't have it and I didn't own it and I didn't have the money to buy it, so I found the owner of the book because there's a name in the top right hand corner of this book about who it belongs to, and I wanted to give it back, and then she said, no, you can keep it, and I was like, awesome, I have a copy, and sadly I'm going to have to replace it at some point because it's literally dying, but that's not what this topic is about. This is at the very last spot, mostly because I did enjoy a big chunk of this book. I loved the werewolves, I loved Jacob's point of view, and I love the conflict sort of at the end. Not the ending, but the conflict toward the end. But, vampire babies eating you from the inside, and, like, it just, the concept of this book is so insane. I mean, I don't like Bella as a character, and to have her get everything she wants, absolutely everything she wants, was annoying and disappointing. Jacob got stuck with her stupid daughter instead of Leah, who was like 10 times a better fit for him than anyone ever. And she became a vampire. Oh yeah, and she had a super cool power that no one knew she had and saved the whole world. Yeah, it was just far-fetched and too nicely wrapped for me. In spot number 4 is Red is for Remembrance by Lori Farias Dollars. At the time that I read this book, I believed it was the series ender, and I was very, very disappointed because before this, one of the main characters is lost at sea, and this is sort of like the book reconnecting the main characters together, but it was really confusing, and the guy was in a really strange place. Ended up in a really strange place for some reason, and then the end was really open-ended because they just reconnected and that was it. We didn't get any resolution or to see them grow together. Now I understand why, because they wanted to make a graphic novel about their interconnection, which I still haven't read because I want a real book, not a graphic novel, because, I mean, the size difference, guys, the size difference. But at the time, I was really, really sad. 1, that it ended, and 2, that it ended the way it did. At some point, I'm sure I'll read the graphic novel to figure out how it really ends, but yeah, it was disappointing. In spot number 3 is Ever True by Brody Ashton. I read this in September of last year, my first month in my booktube reading month, and I absolutely did not like this book. 2 stars from me. I have a full series review, so if you read that series, I'll post a link in the description box. But if you haven't, how to explain this book to you? My favorite character is obliterated, and at his very core, he is completely and totally transformed, and then cast off. This chick causes awful, awful destruction to get what she wants. And she ends up with an overprotective, idiotic, macho man as her boyfriend. Yeah. Not happy. In spot number 2 is Allegiant by Veronica Roth. I would show you this because I own it, but it's on loan from one of my mom's students still. Most people know why this would be on my list. I did not like that twist. I did not like the plot twist. And also, it's not just because of the plot twist. I did not like the explanation for their dystopian society. I did not like it. I did not think it was smart. I didn't think it was justifiable. I didn't think it was good. I just did not like it. I think it could have been something completely different and wouldn't have caused more war, more death if it would have been different. And it just, overall, I was very disappointed. I was spoiled for this book for the plot twist, and it took me a while to read it and immerse myself in it, but I'm the kind of person who doesn't not finish series. Like, I can't leave a series unfinished. So if I start it, I gotta finish it. So I finished it, and yeah, I prefer the first book and the second book much better. It should have taken a whole different direction. I understand the plot twist, I understand why she did it, but if the explanation for the dystopian society would have been different, no plot twist would exist, and she wouldn't have angered like half her fans. Just saying. And in spot number 1, my most hated book of last month, Finale by Becca Fitzpatrick. This is a 1-star book for me. 1 star meaning I hate it with a passion. I felt like this book was pointless. It should have ended as a trilogy. It would have closed on nice and tight, no problems, but no. We had to get more money. We had to write another book. And I did not like it. I felt like there was plot twists that were supposed to surprise you, but either they were totally unbelievable, crazy, or just plain weird. And the main character is just really, really weak and stupid, and I don't like her. And the one good character, again, this happens a lot in the books that I don't like, the one good character that I enjoyed was obliterated. He was killed. And lovely, lovely, just great. The good characters get killed. I did not like this book. I have a full review on my Goodreads page. If you'd like to see that, the link will be down below, because I can't articulate all my thoughts in 1 minute. No. It's pretty long and explains all my ragey, cagey, nasty things and thoughts and stuff. So you should check it out if you've read it. If you haven't, yeah, I'm not going to recommend this series to you, but if you're one of the people that are like my people, which give things a try, even if people don't like it, go with an open mind. Because if you go with my thoughts, you're not going to like it at all. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your top 5 worst series enders. If you think I haven't read it, make sure you don't spoil me by accident. Again, one of those people that I'll read something even if people around me don't like it, just to try it myself. So, be careful with what you share with me. I don't want to be turned off from a series that I want to read because you go ragey on my comments. I appreciate ragey after I read it, and we'll discuss. But just non-spoilery stuff in the comments, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!